Here is how much I spend in 2026 out in Eastern Europe. So I live in Poland in a second tier city, and I've been out here for 10 years in Eastern Europe. I lived in Prague, I lived in Ukraine. Oh, we have a tram coming by here. The tram is 450 zloty, so that's like a buck 50. Ride the tram for 45 minutes, I think. So perspective, my apartment these days, about $3,000 a month. And I moved out here, like I said, 10 years ago, and I used to live off of like $1,500 a month for just myself. So $3,000 a month for an apartment. A car, I bought a new car last year, a family SUV, and it was $32,000 brand new. So that was actually fine. A tram pass for the year is about $250, which will get you pretty much anywhere in the city within 45 minutes or about 10 kilometers, which everything in the city is within 10 kilometers. That's $250 for the year, give or take. Food. I go out mostly with my family now. I have a 3-year-old daughter and a wife, and it's hard to spend less than $50 now, I would say, on average. Give or take. I don't drink anymore, so that helps. But yeah, it's about $45-50. So that's definitely gone up in price. Like it used to be, you could get a meal for $5 or $7 out here. So that's totally changed. The beer prices, even though I don't drink anymore. So when I moved here 3 years ago, it was like at the jankiest pub where I like to go anyway. It was 8 zloty a beer. That's $2 at the time. It's now at that same place, which is on the square. It's 13 or 14 zlotys. So, I mean, now it's $4 and the exchange rate's gotten a little wacky. So, like literally the price of a beer has doubled. Food up 35% across the board from 3 years ago. So I would say like my wife on average, she probably spends $150 to $170 on a grocery order twice a week. Or not twice a week, twice a month. So that's about the normal for there. Let's see, what else? A round of golf, if you go during the happy hour times or twilight times or whatever, is 190 zloty. So that's like $50. Normal pricing went up this year. It's like 85 probably, or 80. I think it's like 350, 370 zloty. Brand goods, always more expensive out here. So like, I got just a pair of Nikes here. Those would probably be at least $100. And I mean, they're like, Nike has gone so downhill in quality, honestly. So these are just Nike Frees. You can get them in the US, I think, for like $65. They're probably about 100 out here. Everything more expensive as far as brands. Some of the local stuff is not bad quality though. Like if you go to Decathlon, you can get good sporting equipment. And that's just generic stuff. It's like shopping at Costco, basically. That's about all. I don't really buy a whole lot of things out here. Life is pretty simple, but those are kind of just the daily general costs. All in for the family of 3 out here, plus a dog, we spend about $5,000 a month, give or take. A little bit more, a little bit less sometimes. That doesn't include any travel. That's just kind of the basic necessities. It's about that. That doesn't include going out very often. We just don't really do it anymore. And yeah, let's see, a babysitter. What do we pay a babysitter? Maybe $6 or $7 an hour. So that's definitely cheaper. Labor is still a lot cheaper out here, obviously. I'm sure that construction workers are not making more than, the minimum wage is probably about $1,200 now, I'm guessing, give or take. Like I know in Portugal, it's about 900 euros, maybe $1,000. Germany, I'm sure it's quite a bit more, but it kind of depends obviously on the country. In Europe, there's a huge discrepancy, just like, comparing the cost of, living in New York City is not the same as the cost in Omaha, Nebraska. So overall, family of 3, $5-ish grand a month. That's average costs. Everything is going up. Everything in the world has just gone up. Crazy prices in the last few years. And yeah, hope this was helpful. If you want to hire for your business, hire-ua.com. If you're looking for a job, want some career help, go to becomeunfair.com. See you next time.